Bring on the birds.
Bring on the sad indeed.
We'll see if
Let's
anyone else hops in during the play. Where do
let's
we leave off? Yuya dead?
uh
Yeah,
you
I think
just
that's where.
died,
Hmm.
basically.
Depression.
No, I don't. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. All right. Sorry.
Oh wait,
Is this where
wait, I don't think so. Hold on.
did they have? They should have time markers on them.
Did I 8:17?
22.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
you want the other
22:06.
one.
Yeah, here we go.
It's 6 p.m. I haven't had much of a sense of time passing since the dome appeared, but it's already evening. The atmosphere in the maintenance office is tense. The doctor said he'd be waiting deep beneath the surface. Does this building have a basement?
Certainly not one that appears on the official plans. But maybe
Under the medical center, but that one's blocked off by concrete.
it does not seem to me that the medical center is an entirely independent building. There may well be a path from this building into the basement there. Is there any way you might have missed something?
Missed something. Or forgotten something. Somewhere I forgot to look? Oh. That's right. The encyclopedia from the library in the medical center. And the chronology and the medical records. I'd like to talk to Nageki again.
You thought of something?
Yeah, I need to go check. Sakuya. He hasn't spoken since what happened in the infirmary. I can't blame him. I know how he feels. Better to leave him alone.
Nice.
I think I'm Nageki now. Unless somebody else wants to do it.
Yeah, go for it.
I know. I'm worried about it too. You're fading again. Where are you?
Nageki! There you are!
Is it?
I found out a lot about the school. And about you.
See. I suppose you know who I am then?
Sort of, but there are things I need to ask you. That's why I'm here. The fire 5 years ago and the dome today. How are they related? Nageki must know something about the secrets the school holds. You aren't really here anymore, are you?
That might be so. Or it might not.
I saw in the school records. It says you died 5 years ago in an accident in the medical center.
I become aware of that. I stopped my own clock here. That's why I could never leave.
You stopped your... In other words,
At the very least, I took my life through my own will. I am almost sure of that.
so you didn't die in the accident? He hangs his head in silence. Looks like he can't remember everything from before he died. I need a clue. There must be a basement under the medical center, and I need to get in there. Oh, that's right. The encyclopedia.
The encyclopedia.
You used to go to the medical center, right? Did you switch one of the encyclopedias from there with one from here?
Why would...
That's what I want to know. I guess I should just tell him. Look, you know how the encyclopedias here are out of order? There are 2 copies of Volume 9 and no Volume 6. The medical center has the same encyclopedias. Oh, that's Nageki.
The medical center has the same encyclopedia.
With a question mark.
Yeah, there were 2 copies of 6 there and no 9.
How disorderly.
Yeah. Anyway, one of the copies of Volume 6 there has a library sticker on it. Someone must have taken it from here.
Switched the encyclopedias? Mr. Kawara, try reading this copy of column 9.
Looking's worth 1,000 spoken words, I guess. Huh? This isn't right. It looks like just another book when it's closed, but... It's... a box?
Waste.
It's full of files.
Finals.
Some sort of documents? They're all from 5 years ago. These must have been...
What does it say? That one.
Let's see... Operation Hatoful. This is talking about using carrier individuals as biological weapons. To fight humans? It has the same title as the file in the headmaster's office. But I never expected anything like this. Meaning, this school has been being used for biological weapons development for at least 5 years. 2180. New strains of Sumatra influenza isolated. 2183. A new strain has been isolated from Fujishiro Nageki.
Nageki?
It is lethal to humans and has been named Charon virus. It has entered research at St. Pigeonation's Medical Center.
Charon virus. By the way, Charon is the boatman for the River Styx.
Yes.
Humans I met would always get very sick.
Are you remembering something?
Yes. I think so. I think I was the one who brought that book here. The birds with me in the medical center often did secret things in the reference room. I wanted to tell someone important what was happening. The center. What was it? My family? It must have been my family. That's right. I burned. I had to disappear. Why didn't I notice? Did your help to see?
He paces nervously in circles, rambling to himself. If you realize something, it would help me to know what that is.
I've remembered what happened here 5 years ago. I can't remember my parents' faces. I lived in an orphanage with other birds my age since before I could remember. I never thought much of it at the time, but apparently every birdie there was a war orphan. But I did not resent the humans who had started the war. I did not care. I thought that living with other chicks and no parents was as natural as could be. One day, the endless routine was broken, and some humans broke into the orphanage. They had guns and kept shouting, "Free humanity! Free humanity!" I think that's what they said. They barricaded themselves in our house and killed us one at a time. I was helpless. I could only hide in the corner and weep as my family was killed before my eyes. I don't know how much time had gone by since they came. When I looked around the silent room, they were all collapsed on the floor. Birds had come to save us. They had come and killed the evil humans. That is what I thought. But you have been granted a great power. You are one of the chosen few. I left the orphanage with my one remaining sibling, and we lived in an apartment. But I was weak and couldn't go to school or get a job. I was nothing but a burden. And then I received the invitation. We wish to welcome you to the special treatment. How would you like to study at the world's foremost avian school? We will provide anything you need. Anything at all. There is a hospital on the school grounds. We will provide a room for you to live there. You shall receive all the care you require. I was living with my brother. I did not want to leave him. But if I continued to live with him, I would only hold him down. He was happy to hear that I would have a chance to improve my physical condition. And so I enrolled in St. Pigeonations.
Super legit.
I was still weak, and so I often stayed in my room, and I had no friends, but I was not unhappy. The nurses and the faculty were all very kind to me. And then, early in my first summer vacation, the doctor made a proposal to me. The vacation is the perfect opportunity. Would you like to undergo intensive treatment? You will have to stay inside for some time, but by the end of the summer you should be as healthy as any other bird in the school. Whoa, that's a tunnel.
Mm.
And so began a long summer in the underground facility. First, a routine of daily examinations and numerous medications. And then the experiments began. The experiments to kill humans. A human would be brought to me. They would struggle and gasp. And then, with the last painful sigh, they would stop moving. I knew why I was brought here. Living in my body was a virus deadly to humans in a matter of minutes. Minutes. My parents, whose faces I never knew, were killed by humans. Everyone else in the orphanage was killed by humans. And in return, I killed another human with each experiment. Simply by standing in the same room as me. By breathing the same air as me. They would collapse. I couldn't stand it. I had no reason not to hate them, but watching them die in front of me shaved away at my heart little by little. And so I decided to end it all. I had only one wish. I wanted to disappear from this world without a trace. And yet he's a ghost. The Karen virus. The deadly guest that made its home in my body. This is what they called it. No doubt they were searching for a way to destroy humanity with that virus.
That was Operation Hatoful?
Yes. That's why I burned it all 5 years ago. There should have been nothing left, but I am not here. But maybe, just maybe, there's still something left somewhere. And I can feel him close by. Mr. Kawara, are you going to the basement?
I don't have a choice. To find a way out if you're alive and to find out why they killed Heckles, I need to ask the doctor.
I see. That encyclopedia. What else is inside it?
Oh. A piece of paper folded up along with the files. This is a map of the medical center?
When I was there, I went through the medical center. But it must connect to the main building somewhere near here.
That looks like the gym, so those stairs are...
I believe it is in the chemistry preparation room. The researchers often went in there.
The doctor is beneath the preparation room. Thank you, Nigeki. I have to go.
Yes. I think you will be seeing me again. And Miss Peckles as well.
That's a bit ominous.
Ominous. He is a ghost. A very depressed ghost.
Yeah,
Mhm.
very sad ghost.
For good reason, apparently.
Very good reason.
And he did kill himself, it just was not for the reason we expected it.
A staircase in the preparation room, mate. I'll never notice one. I wonder where it could be.
Behind the bookcase.
If the scarecrow went down there with the doctor, it would need to be a pretty big opening. We'll have to go and look. 7 p.m. already. We only have 3 hours until we're overrun with bloodthirsty humans. We don't know for sure if there's an escape route in the basement, but it's our best bet. Maybe we should get everybody from the gym to come with us as soon as we find the stairs.
Leave that to me.
Mr. Leon!
I'll take care of the other students. Don't worry. I'm not a massive agent for nothing.
Massive agent.
Yep.
Well then, thank you, Mr. Onai. You aren't going with him, sir? I'm gonna come with you, Kaora. We never know what could happen. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. I am your homeroom teacher, after all.
Now
You've
I
done
have
such a good
suspicions.
job so far. I want to be there to help you if things get dangerous.
Dedicated teacher.
I have
What about you,
suspicions.
Sak? What
Got
about
you.
you, Sakia?
You two go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Right. Okay. We're going to get out of here together, okay? Too much has happened today for both Sakuya and me. I don't know what's on his mind, and he doesn't seem interested in telling me, but if he wants to be alone, that's for the best. I guess it's the two of us then, Mr. Nanaki. If something bad happens, one of us can come back to warn you, and the others, Mr. Leon.
Just get saved.
Vicious.
Understood.
Commence Operation Breakout it is then.
He's suddenly very gung-ho about
Not
this.
so fast!
Go through the door.
Angel? What does he want now? We don't have time for messing around.
Textoris Melodia Funus. You travel now to the Abyss of Despair, do you not?
The Abyss of Despair?
I sense demon spores far greater in power than even those released by the Tree of Blight. I cannot allow you to face the Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein alone.
The Wallenstein guy is the doctor, right? Okay,
We're coming for you, Wallenstein.
wait, Angel, we need to be careful. Wait! He certainly is lively. Let's go. I think this is the first time I've been in here. It's kind of bland. Yes. Not a very friendly room, but not distasteful either.
This place is flooded with demon spores. Any good bird would normally avoid it.
Can you think of anything, sir? Like a hidden door, or... Well, I don't come here very much, so... Do you feel a draft? A draft? There are no windows in here. It must be coming from the basement.
Be silent, my crimson breast. We must hold it back, or the eulogy of doom will. Gate of Erebus, guide me to the abyss.
Wait, calm down, Angel. You can't.
I will.
Just gonna go.
Oh,
ape
there
shit.
it is. So I was behind the mirror all along.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, of course.
Of course.
Alright.
Gotta fight your inner
Yeah.
demon or something. I don't know.
He's a lot more clever than he acts, isn't he?
Ah, my aching blood!
Even if he does spout nonsense whenever he opens his beak.
Let us proceed, Textoris Melodia Funus. The master of the abyss awaits us below.
It's not blood. The kind of birdie is that is actually part of their plumage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A long, dark staircase winds downwards behind the mirror. How far does it go? The basement itself should be pretty big. This is sort of like the entrance into a subway tunnel. Let's go. Very impressive.
Oh, hey, it's the hallway.
This is a lot fancier than I expected. I never knew this huge place was underneath the school. This facility has been used for research to kill humans since the school was founded. Heckles, none of us ever knew. We lived our carefree lives with all of this going on beneath our feet. I don't see anybody. I wonder if it's closed now. Yeah, it's clean and orderly, but I don't get the feeling that it's still in use. There was a fire down here 5 years ago, and since the whole facility's been shut up, I suppose they froze whatever project they were working on. Hey, Angel. Which way do you think we should go to find the doctor?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe we're in a hallway with one door on either end. I mean...
No need to sass, bud.
That would be... Ah! My crimson breast murmurs. The Midnight Hunter approaches.
He's just designed for drama.
Oh, hello, Midnight Hunter.
Oh god.
Couldn't you have said so earlier? Oh dear, if we don't get past him, we can't go on.
We cannot reach Wallenstein without first defeating his dark servant. This trial cannot be avoided.
But we've ever managed to do is run away from this thing. How can we... We can't get anywhere just by running away. Do we have any sort of weapon? A weapon? I do have the stun gun Mr. Leone lent me.
Yeah, stun the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Will it even work on a scarecrow?
Worth trying.
Maybe not at normal output. But it looks like a living creature, so I doubt it will be completely unaffected.
It's also made of metal.
I
The
don't
Midnight
look like
Hunter is a
robot,
hound
okay?
bred from the Black Void. We must purify it with holy water.
Oh yes, that's a good idea.
Is it? Is,
Yeah.
is it really?
It's a great idea.
Alright.
What? What did he even say? There's a fire hose on the wall there.
Great idea.
I see.
If we time it right, Mr. Nanaki wobbles towards the wall and pulls out the hose. Of course. Ready? He points the hose at the scarecrow and opens the valve. Angel, sir, get back! I set the stun gun to maximum and hurl it at the scarecrow.
Just javelin that shit, huh?
Yeah. How else do you use a stun gun?
Yeet.
Oh,
Here you go.
keep forgetting which one a stun gun is.
It's not the one that throws the spiky dews at it. It's the one
Yeah.
that just zaps.
I always mix them up.
Eh.
It collapses with an unpleasant noise.
Uh?
Its
Like
electrified
all
metal. Its electrified metal arm twitches for a moment, but then it is still.
We win.
We did it!
We beat the game. Just like credits roll right there.
Game over. Let's go. No
Only
one's
the
gonna
mini
die in
boss.
3 hours.
Only the
Electricity
mini
is a powerful thing indeed.
The thunderous voice of doom. Judgment has come.
Oh. Oh.
Goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. Onwards!
Oh, fuck. Aw, damn. Disgraceful. I'm the only one here. It can't be anyone else. What am I doing here? Arabelle is not allowed hesitation. No. They have not even the right to claim that restriction anymore. Yuya. Foolish. No, not ish at all. I am a fool. I have been pampered my entire life, while in my shadow he crawled along under the weight of a crime of which only he knew. I have been nothing but vain and selfish. What should I do, Yuya?
Cool! Cool! It is Sakuya! Sakuya is here!
Leave. No one wanted you to come here.
Cool! Everyone is leaving! It is a grand, daring escape! Cool! Cool! Sakuya will find Ryota with Oko-san! Away we go!
Shut up. Don't talk to me.
Cool! Sakuya weeps.
No, I do not. It's raining.
But inside, huh?
Inside.
Cool! Cool! Is Sakuya in pain? That is bad! We must do something about it! Cool, cool, cool! Oko-san used Healing Touch!
Confound you. Must I repeat?
Cool! Cool! Oko-san knows! Oko-san heard that Yuya has gone somewhere far, far away! We will never see him again!
So they told you.
Do not worry! If we cannot meet him, we need only chase after him!
Do you have any idea what you're saying? Death
What?
is not a good place to chase someone to.
Oh.
No doubt the older breeds have no concept of death. Chase Yuya into the grave. What kind of fool would...
Oko-san knows! The earth is a ball, so if we run far enough, we will find him!
What foolishness. Speaking with mongrels makes my head hurt. Except I'm a mongrel too. Poor mongrels who do not notice even their own error, that is.
Oko-san is not a mongrel! Sakuya and Yuya and Oko-san all have their own wonderful names. Names more important than any breed.
Is that your argument? That isn't even...
You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down.
I am myself.
It is time to go! Oko-san and friend are late! Kick Riza to the curb! Time to blast out of this prison and find Yuya!
Oko was always brimming with useless energy as he was. Am I the same, perhaps? We will never see him again, no matter how far we run. But... if he were here now, what would he do? What would he want me to do? At any rate, moping around here won't get us anywhere. 2 more hours. I will chase after him. I will never find him, but I will find myself. Let us go, Oko. There is nothing more for us here.
Sakia is best when he acts cool. After Ryota, full speed ahead.
We get to see Okusan a lot now.
Oh boy.
Yay!
The
And
demon
we're back
spores
here.
are thick in the air. I smell the stench of the sorcerer.
I feel a little nervous relying on Angel's bizarre intuition alone, but it's worked so far, and we're in a hurry. Is he actually following the doctor by his scent? Or is that just an Angelism? There's some very advanced equipment in here. And these documents look fairly new. Maybe this place is still in use. There's a register of names left open on one desk. Maybe it's a student register. Look, your name's on here too, Angel.
The dark grimoire. I feel the tendrils of imminent tragedy.
Okay.
They have notes of some of the students too, under Higure. He acts as a neurotransmitter when excited. He seems to produce intoxicating or hallucinogenic pheromones. Physical exertion acts as a stimulant. Pheromone causes others to temporarily lose control of themselves, but its useful is limited, not currently applicable to combat.
I shall not allow the sorcerer to make me his pawn. I am the Crimson Angel of Judecca, destined to wander this earth alone.
I'm not sure what he's talking about, but he sounds and looks unexpectedly heroic. It looks like all the students who were invited here have some sort of physical idiosyncrasy. How did you enroll, Kawara? How? I was invited, too. I don't know why. Yours is just a bunch of numbers. I wonder if it's the explanation for something like Higure's.
No! The black miasma of inevitable doom draws near. We are approaching the gate of the abyss. I feel its foul wind.
Oh no, sorry, that was me. I farted.
Let's go. The doctor's waiting for us. Could you wait a minute, Kawara? What is it, sir? We're almost done. We need to...
I imagine Angel just like Naruto runs through a corridor. Through every corridor.
Yes.
I want to ask you something first, Kawara. You lied, did not you?
Word.
Perfect grammar all the time.
Lied?
Nani?
Me? I don't know why you would lie about that. Or maybe you forgot? Even though it was just yesterday. Yesterday? After school? Like I said to Sakia, I don't know anything about it. We have to go ask the doctor. I see. Let's go on then.
What?
Suspicious.
What?
Mr. Naneki follows Angel down towards the innermost room. I've been trying to find the truth about Heckle's death since this morning. Why would I lie? Maybe Mr. Nanaki misunderstood something? But that seems too simple.
So traumatic, we forced ourselves to suppress it.
Yep.
In contrast to the rooms above, this area is dark and filthy. This must be where the fire was 5 years ago. I feel like I can smell the soot just by looking at the walls here. Nageki threw himself into the sea of fire here to end the experiment. I wonder what I would have done in his place. Would I have ended it all like him, or...
Yes, Mr. Kawara. I have grown tired of waiting.
Ugh!
The Dark Sorcerer, Wallenstein.
Doctor. It wasn't just Heckles. You killed the Heldmaster as well. If it weren't for you, the boy who went outside wouldn't have been... Why are you doing this?
Must I repeat myself? I told you before, I merely disassembled Miss Beckles after the fact. I did not kill her.
Do you think I care?
It would appear that you need some assistance. I told you before, but you should already have everything you need to answer your question. Who killed Beckles Eccles?
Do not listen to the dark sorcerer's words, Textoris Melodiafunus. He will lay a spell on you.
Perhaps the peanut gallery could keep its thoughts to itself.
Huh? An iron grill drops behind me like a evil wizard's portcullis. I'm cut off. Oh dear, we appear to be shut in.
No, the dark spell!
What are you doing?
Nothing at all. I simply have no business with them. I was waiting for you, Mr. Kawara. Now, let us return to our conversation. Our conversation about the truth you seek.
You have done unbelievably cruel things, Doctor. You were involved in the medical center here, too. Nothing you can say to me will change my mind.
How pugnacious of you. But you are lacking in logic. What I may or may not have done has little to do with the truth of my words. I was employed at this facility from the beginning. No doubt you have already deduced that I was working on Operation Hatoful.
Operation Hatoful. The plan to wipe out humanity with the Charon virus.
Precisely. Oh, it does make me so happy when students read ahead and come prepared for the lecture. You're exemplary. The strain we isolated from the original host was extremely powerful. Quite possibly the deadliest in human history. However, strains of such lethality tend to be fragile themselves. Charon virus was no exception. It cannot last very long outside of a host's body. In order to deliver it to the enemy, we would have had to send live carriers into their society and allowed it to spread via airborne infection. This provided troublesome. Charon virus, in addition to being harmless to birds, is ill-equipped to establish itself in our bodies. Fujishiro Negeki was the original host and had a rare genetic condition which resulted in a slightly compromised immune system. In his body alone was Charon able to safely reside. Alas, he refused to cooperate.
You forced him to kill human prisoners. If it weren't for your experiments, he never would have killed them himself.
Indeed. It had not occurred to us that the tests of the strain's effects would harm his mental health. We expected that he would not be glad of the chance to avenge himself on humanity, but sadly, it was not so, and we lost our sample. The project was put on indefinite hold with his death. But thankfully, we did not lose his corpse in its entirety. I preserved his remains, and I have kept them to this day. I have been waiting for a new carrier to arrive.
It sounds like this was a very labor-intensive project. Wasn't there a better way?
Quite right. I digress a little, but there was a reason for our methods. It did not take me long to come up with a better plan. We need only compromise the subject's immune system, creating a compatibility like Fujishiro Negeki's.
Compromise the immune system. They die!
Indeed. Even if the subject were able to become a carrier with the Charon virus, if they died to some other infection, it would all be for naught. Which is why I was very careful with who I chose. I worked on the subject over time, slowly weakening his immune system. I suppose I should count myself lucky that I achieved my goal in only a year. You are an exemplary student, Mr. Kawara, and I give you full mark.
Full marks? My head hurts. Almost as if some strange creature is wriggling about deep inside my brain.
Are you okay, Ryota? Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, and so I wanted to make sure you were all right.
Heckles came to the infirmary to see me?
You have come this far. I am sure you can answer this. What was it that you forgot?
Everything is hazy. I think my stomach is acting up again. I drink the medicine Dr. Iwamine gives me and lie down, but my body still feels heavy. I'm tired.
Are you okay, Ryota?
Yeah, I'm fine now.
Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were all right.
Heckles is reaching towards me.
Want to go home? I'll walk you.
Her hand stops. Heckles falls to her knees, clutching her chest.
Ryota, I can't breathe.
Oh. She can't breathe. This is bad. My mother said to get home early. Everything feels strange. Almost as like it's a dream. I need to go home. Goodbye, Heckles. See you tomorrow.
Really, Ryota?
Huh.
Bad
She,
medicine.
she fell down before my eyes. And then
Experiment was a resounding success. Miss Beckles displayed the archetypal symptoms of a human infected with coronavirus and passed away. Once the virus is inside a human body, it shuts down the respiratory system in a matter of minutes. Technically speaking, it causes an overreaction of the immune system, which leads to widespread apoptosis of the lungs, but more simply, any human who comes in contact with you will die. You see?
You're lying! Heckles and I were together since we were children.
I only administered the live virus to you yesterday. The things I've done to you over the past year have been in preparation for it. Do you recognize this?
The scarecrow's head.
Yes, alas, the body is now useless, but I shall tell you about the Labor 9, the being you called the Scarecrow. It is one of the labor model new humans developed by the Dove Party researchers, but denounced as unethical. We birds have advanced quickly, but our physical capabilities are still far behind those of the human race. These new creatures were livestock, if you will, to compensate for that. The Labor series was a great step towards the beautiful idea of coexistence with humans. With a human's head mounted inside an artificial body, they were durable and capable of difficult tasks. Of course, they never entered development, the project having been shut down early due to ethical complaints. However, I carried on the Dove Party researchers' will and created this prototype. To be my sidekick. We didn't want too many other people snooping around and disturbing your investigation. So I had to patrol the building. And now, the next question. What is inside this bag?
A human's head?
Oh, no, no. Close. But you have to be more specific. I believe we had Miss Peckle's head sent to your classroom, but... You notice anything missing?
Missing? When I found her in the box, I was too shocked to be looking for clues. I may have, well, have missed something. Wait. She doesn't mean... Heckles' brain?
Correct. You do catch on quickly. Miss Peckles did come to meet you quite frequently. Of course, having been placed in Labor 9, she has lost much of her personality.
Then she's... alive? But her body is gone. All that's left is her brain. Can we still call that alive? Alive or not alive? I don't know anymore. Can you save her?
That is a difficult question. We tend to think of there of there being a definite border between life and death, but really it's quite vague. Her personality still remained in this world up until a few minutes ago. But you gave poor Labor 9 quite a shock, shall we say. Alas, Miss Peckle's brain is no doubt irreversibly damaged. The wonders of modern medicine can do nothing for her now but sigh and shake their heads. Yesterday her body, and today her mind. You're a far more twisted villain than I could ever hope to be, Mr. Kawara.
I killed Heckles.
Twice.
It's my fault all along.
Fucking guy.
Why did it have to happen this way?
This was arranged just for you. I had Labor 9, Mr. Sakazaki, and the headmaster help you along with your investigation. You are but one step from the end now. You must remember one more thing. What was it
Lady
that
laughed.
you and Miss Peckles told me long ago? Come, follow me.
He holds out his wing. What lies beyond here? Heckles is gone. The one who killed her was here from the beginning. I have nothing more to lose.
Mr. Kawara.
Wait! Textoris Melodia Funus! The demon spores are the thickest that way. You will not be able to return.
That's right, the doctor is probably gonna do something unspeakably horrible to you, Kawara. Come back!
Thank you for bringing Mr. Kawara this far, you two. And now, goodbye.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
This looks bad. Do you suppose it's poison gas?
This presence. Mystic Phantom, the avatar of miasma.
You do take everything in stride, don't you, Higure?
Guy.
Not the conversation I would be having in a cloud of poison gas.
Two humans lie in a twisted pile. They are Heckle's parents. She said they work as mediators between birds and humans. They were trying to say something to the humans barricaded on the other side of the wall, but they received only bullets as a reply. The death of her parents became a signal, The birds surrounding the little house cross the wall as one. I can hear gunfire from inside. I can hear humans and birds screaming. I could do nothing but stand outside and watch. And then the stranger came and spoke to us. Is there anything you desire? I will grant any wish for you. So tell me. I answered, I don't want these things to happen anymore. My wish is for a world where humans and birds no longer fight. Even if I die, I want there to be peace. And Heckles continued, I agree. I would do anything to make Ryota's wish come true. The stranger nodded. It might not be possible right now, but one day I will make it happen.
Look at that.
When we were children, that's right. That was you?
That was the other thing you had forgotten. You have remembered, I see.
8 years ago. A number of humans barricaded themselves in a building not far from where we lived. Heckle's parents were shot by the other humans, and many birds and humans were killed in the ensuing gunfight. And I met the doctor. I asked for a world in which humans and birds no longer fight.
You and Miss Peckles both said you would be glad to die to bring about. And so I'm carrying out your wish, just as you stated it. Even symbiotic relationships are not free from strife. In order to end the wars between humans and birds forever, one race would have to be completely destroyed, you see.
Why did you choose me back then?
Choose you? Why did I ask you what your wish was, you mean? I assure you, it was not a coincidence. I am not so bored as to wander around granting wishes willy-nilly. I, too, had made a promise to grant your wish. The preliminary test yesterday was a resounding success. We need only transfer the original lysosomes from Fujishiko Negeki to you, and everything will be in place. I have granted your wish. Though I did make you jump through a few hoops so you would remember your wish and understand my intentions. It would be the least you could do to at least acknowledge all I have done for you.
The audacity in this place.
I don't care about anything now. Heckles is gone. My wish has destroyed everything. Nothing good has ever happened. If this is what my life is to be like, I wish I had never been born. I don't want to see anything anymore.
Be anxious. You have no will to resist, so soon you will forget it all. Good night, Mr. Kawara.
My crimson breast senses, dang.
Talking will just make it worse, Higurai. It seems to be leaking in quite slowly. I'm glad we have a little more time, but it's getting hard to breathe.
Wallenstein, you coward! Come out and fight! Go!
God, so close up.
Go!
The hero. Hold on just a little longer. We'll get you out of there. I will try to open the cage, Oko. You see to the gas.
Oko-san shall not fail!
Ah, much better. No one can say you slack off as student president, Shirogane.
The crimson breast shall not forget this.
Are you two alone? Where did Koala go?
Were you separated? Did Ryota wander off and get lost?
No, he didn't. He got carried off by the doctor.
Carried off.
Oh no! No doubt the doctor is making him drink nasty protein supplements as we speak.
Oh god.
If we do not act soon, the funeral song shall herald the coming of the darkness. Why can you... Oh.
Why can you never speak in plain Japanese, miserable poltroon?
He's saying that the doctor is planning to turn Kawara into a biological weapon.
What?
We can explain while we walk. Assuming I don't run out of breath.
Very well. Let us proceed. Kawara, are you alive?
Oh heck, he read now.
He read, that mean he evil.
No.
Yep. Evil boy.
Oko-san has a bad feeling about this. Ryota is not normal.
You don't say.
Miserable medical man, what have you done to him?
If it isn't the son of the noble LaBelle family, what is one of your prestige doing here? Oh.
Your pathetic jabs mean nothing to me. What have you done to Kawara?
I have granted his wish. That is all. It is almost 10. The human forces are gathered above. Mr. Kawara must now return to the surface and begin the end of the human race.
Oh my god, wait a minute. Oh my god. When we started this route, we chose I have to fulfill a promise made long ago. That is Shu speaking. Ah.
Yeah,
Oh no.
everybody made a promise. Kawara would wish no such thing. He would never harm a human. Right, Kawara?
It seems he is hesitant to agree with you.
He has been swallowed by the demon spores. Our voices will not reach him.
It is time for us to go. He has but little time left in this world and cannot afford to waste any of it.
He has but little time. What does that mean?
His duty now is to fly about the world, spreading the seeds throughout all of humanity. It will be a feat impossible for any normal rock dove. And of course, he will be shot at as well. If he were to fall from his wounds, he would die before completing his task.
Do not fear! Oko-san will stop Ryota here and now!
Uh-oh.
Cool!
There he goes.
Mr. Kawaba has traded his free will for normally impossible physical tenacity.
He's been brainwashed? We have to stop him and bring him back to his senses before he reaches the surface. But Oko is stronger than any of us, and he was sent flying just like that. How can we keep him here?
Kawara is very strong, but lacks control right now, right? Maybe we could ask Igure.
What? Him? He's nuts!
Black Bindana.
There he goes again, spouting nonsense. Wait, Kawara, stop! Ah!
Oh dear, there goes Shirogane.
Why is he
Very-
so calm about this?
Just
You're very
fucking here,
calm
huh?
about this. The demon Red Eye speaks. Seal the disaster with the power of the Chosen One.
He's reacting! How is that frail Luzone able to affect him? What is he doing?
Hypnotizing him. According to the documents back there, Higure has the ability to pull others into his own fantasies and break down their mental restraints. I was talking to the doctor about it earlier, too. I think it's real.
Mental restraints. Like how a desperate man can be stronger than usual.
The demon Red Eye heralds the awakening. By the power of the blood-stained hand, I seal the funeral song. Oko-san, attack! Oko-san cannot possibly lose in a fight with Ryota.
There we go, perfect!
Perfect, though. We're supposed to convince Ryota to stop while ourselves being drawn into some bizarre fantasy? This is madness!
Don't think about the consequences, Shirogane. Just go along with it.
Just roll with it, man. It's fine.
Roll.
Prepare yourselves. We fight, brethren bound with the Red Lotus fetters.
Huh.
Ryota, Textoris Melodia Funes appears. Angel's turn.
Alright, what are we doing, boys?
Oh my god!
One more Pokemon battle!
Black Demon, be silent! Now it's time to break Wallenstein's spell. Hear the call of the Red Lotus. I'm gonna save real quick. I'm gonna save real quick. Oko-san's turn. Coup or coup?
Just go with the one solid coup.
One coup. A violent Ryota is not a good Ryota. Come to your senses.
Wasn't Oko the one who tossed Ryota in the cafeteria?
Kazuaki's turn. Come back. We're all trying our best for you, Kuwara. Come back to us.
Ah, I see. You've run out of PowerPoints and you're just cheering on the ones who are actually fighting. I see.
He
Alright.
might not just, he's like, he falls asleep all the time. Oh, Sokia's turn.
Oh.
Pull yourself together.
Yeah. Sounds like dramatically.
Do you not care? Do you plan to destroy all we've gained? Stop, Kawara! This is not the path you must travel.
Question.
It's fucking someone's turn.
Someone's done. Jeez, Ryota. You're causing everybody trouble. I don't want to see you like this
the
either.
protagonist.
I'm the only Berserker class character this story needs. Wake up already, Ryota. Ryota was
That was
defeated.
fast.
Wow. Wow, we did it.
Only needed one turn each.
First try. Let's
First try,
go.
we did it.
Wait, could we have actually messed up?
First try. Let's go. Kawara, pull yourself together. Do you want this?
No. I don't.
Ryota is a vegetarian and shouldn't exert himself. What? Excuse me?
I don't want to make anyone sad.
The remitter reactivated. Fascinating. It should not have been possible for some hours yet.
Disease is half in the mind, after all. Outlook is surprisingly important.
Kazuaki, why are you here?
I suppose this means my data
Just
was
give it a minute.
insufficient.
You think we're done?
No, absolutely not. We still have Class 8. This is the end, Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein. Be judged by the Crimson Breast.
Wait, oh no. It's not just his fault.
Why do you protect him? He is the one who did this to you.
Tell me, Doctor. Why did you go so far to grant my wish?
Why did I grant your wish? My reason is nothing of note. It is not worth telling. This was merely an experiment that has now come to an end.
You must have had a reason. You aren't the sort to go around talking to children without some purpose. I want to know the answer to everything.
Answer's nowhere near as glamorous as you are expecting, I assure you.
Flashback.
Talking.
Hey, good morning, Issa. Sorry to spring this on you, but could you take a look at these? What is it, sir? You seem excited.
Issa is the doctor's name.
Isabine?
That's his real name.
Oh, the doctor.
Oh.
Okay.
They've said it before, I think, once.
Oh, so it's the doctor who should be reading.
Yeah.
I think...
The what is it, sir?
He says, "What is it, sir?"
Oh, okay.
Someone's talking to him.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's amazing. The healers we got earlier.
Here. The healer cells from last month.
Yeah, them. From the unusually old human.
Aiding science even after death. Can't we at least call these samples by their proper name?
You've always been serious like that, Issa. These samples are like sweet lovebirds. Touch them with kindness and they respond beautifully.
Just how many lovebirds do you have again? Perhaps you should call them pet birds instead.
Maybe you're right. Anyway, look at this! We've been looking into cancer cell immortality.
Indeed, the results are amazing. You're quite lucky with these things.
It's all about love.
Intuition.
That too.
You could probably do doctor. This is his flashback.
Yeah.
Kawara Ryuji. He is quite possibly the most gifted researcher alive. He has the abilities and intuition that not even he can explain.
Hey, good morning, Issa. Nice weather, huh? Makes me want to do something outside.
It's already evening. I believe one normally switches to good evening around now.
It's good morning whenever I get up, Issa. Get distracted by things like common sense and you'll miss the greatest discoveries of your life.
Sophistry?
Hey, good morning, Issa. Whoopsie, we're low on cash. Here, was this the one?
I didn't ask you to pick it up for me.
Here, take it. It's not like we're running out.
You sound like a pushy salesman.
Your right wing is injured, right? If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I'm doing fine so far.
Hey, good morning, Issa. Hey, can I say something?
What is it, sir? I'm somewhat busy.
You're always busy. If I waited for you to take a break, I'd die of old age before I got to say.
Talking like this gets us nowhere.
Guess what? I had a kid.
I see. Congratulations.
What, you don't have anything else to say?
Not particularly. Reproduction is natural for all living creatures. Of course, were I to become a father, I would feel bad for the child, given my habit of locking myself away in the laboratory. The only bird I ever recognized. The only one I ever recognized as worthy of my respect.
Hey, good morning, Issa. I brought you something cool.
What is it?
A fossil. Look at it. It's huge.
Act like an excited child.
Hey, I like geology too. It tempts me with spouse breach.
Carry on your research while you are out then. Go on.
Dang, you're cold. Hey, listen, do you want to come with me on a business trip sometime? Field observation is fun. My next one's at the start of the month.
I'm interested in your work, sir. I am partway through a fascinating process at the moment. Perhaps another time.
Yeah, I'll invite you next time then. Bet traveling with you would be a blast.
Field observation is not exactly sightseeing. I will make sure to open time in my schedule, though. His last moments were dreadfully anticlimactic. He fell ill with a disease endemic to the island. By the time he returned home, he was so emaciated one could barely recognize him. He had watched as many other birds succumb to the disease. So I was sure that he would die in this examination room surrounded by family.
Issa, I always knew this was a possibility.
Yes, sir.
I don't regret the way I did things,
Sir.
but I just remembered. I do have one regret.
Yes, sir.
I've never done anything a father's supposed to do. I promised to take time off for the first time in years. I want you to do me a favor, Issa. If you ever run into my son, can you do something for him in my stead?
A rather vague request.
He's too nice. He'd never ask for something, even if he wanted it.
I suspect he inherited that trait from his father.
Anyway, if you ever happen to meet him, you don't have to go out of your way to find him or anything.
Well, I shall remember. What is his name?
Ryota. It's Kawara. Ryota.
It is son a plague carrier.
Vanished from my life before I ever told you my feeling. And I've chased your shadow since then. Is this what they mean by quitting while you're ahead? Or was it just cowardice?
It's all the doctors.
No matter how I
arranged.
live in life, its past, its future, I will never be able to surpass you. And that was my only goal. Kawara Ryota, the son of Dr. Kawara, carrying half his genetic material and otherwise unrelated. But this boy, he may be the only way for me to catch your shadow now.
I am conflicted.
Goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
I am
You can-
conflicted.
Yeah,
8th class. Oh boy.
last class.
Is it short or is it long?
Ooh, that's a question.
Oh god.
That's a question I don't know the answer to.
Oh no. It's only 9 o'clock.
It's a lot of talking. I'll tell you
Okay.
that. We got through some of the stuff. We have a whole character who still has to tell us why he's here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When your father died, my world was altered. One might say his influence over me grew after death, both for good and for ill. Kawara Ryuji,
Oh,
all I can recall.
Yeah, who do you think's
Who the-
narrating? at
Yeah, I
this
think
point?
that's you.
I think we're back to Ryota.
It's still
Uh,
Shu?
No, that's definitely Shu.
Okay.
Is it? I don't fucking know.
I don't know. It
That could
bounces
be
around
either.
so much.
Just go
It
with
could be-
Shu until we're proved wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I can recall of him now is his voice and the color of his wing. He rarely returned
Oh
home.
yeah, okay, this is
It's
Ryota.
Ryota. Cool.
Oh, yeah, it's
That makes
Ryota.
sense.
Yeah, yeah.
He rarely returned home, always leaving Mother and me alone. You did this to carry out my father's will?
You misunderstand. This was not just a parting kindness between colleagues. I doubt that there's anyone in this world with a stronger sense of duty than mine. This was his final challenge to me, and you see the results. But your refusal is hardly rational. And you had, but your refusal is hardly rational. I was trying only to grant your wish, and had you but accepted, it would be so. Are you dissatisfied with something?
A world without strife, where no one will have a loved one stolen from them. That is the world I wish for. I never asked for a world where the human race is killed.
A pity that you did not say so 8 years ago.
God, man. What absurd contract was this?
There is no power in prayer. I should never have met you. Doctor, my wish ends today. Father is no longer in this world. There is no reason for you to chase after his final will anymore.
Oh. Ho 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 ho. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Does this mean you are sympathizing with me? Oh, how I have fallen. I can feel his pitying gaze even now. Very well. The contract ends today. And I must admit defeat.
It is not over yet. We must open the gates of Tartarus in the depths of the abyss.
We only have about 10 minutes until the humans come in from above. I see you're all still alive, gentlemen.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Leone!
I bring with me all those who had taken refuge in the gin.
A lot of birds.
Whoa, it's like something out of a science fiction movie.
I bet it was built by Embryonics.
Rad!
Well, I guess nobody's panicking, anyway.
Mr. Shirogane, I will recover Sakazaki's body before I leave. Have no fear. I am grateful to you. The exit is no doubt activated by the vital signals of the researchers who work here.
Correct. Fear, I shall lead you to it.
The doctor is even creepier when he's being cooperative.
I do not base my actions on foolish pride or emotion. I carried out an experiment, and now I have obtained the result. I have nothing more to gain or lose here.
Except for that one time he committed murder-suicide.
Yeah.
Is that everyone? Thank God. Shall we go, Koara? Can you stand?
Yeah. But
We need to bring Peckles with us.
I think everyone else is going outside.
Doctor, I shall not forget what has taken place here. Once we are outside, I shall see that you face judgment.
Your words are haughty and immature, as always. Do as you please, if you can.
I will indeed. Remember my face, villain.
Well, who? I find you uninteresting, so I may well forget. I must think carefully about my plans once I am outside. I still have much research to.
Gunshot?
Done.
Doctor? A gunshot echoes through the room. The doctor collapses.
Madness. There should still be time before the humans.
Oh my god, it's gonna be the teacher.
Kazuaki.
It's gonna be the teacher, yeah. Oh my god, why?
You ready for a character revelation?
Mr.
Oh god.
Nanaki?
What is
I have
happening?
a strong feeling. I have a
Let's
strong
go.
feeling.
Pistol is in his hand.
You got a strong
He
feeling?
wobbles over.
Yep.
He wobbles over to the doctor with the same unsteady, careless gait as always. And
Oh, you're good. Oh,
this is the end of your research.
Nanaki, what?
Stop! The doctor should have a fair trial once we... A fair trial? Hmm. What do you think, Doctor?
ah. I am impressed. Your acuity in attacking my uninjured left side.
Ah, but of course. Thank you. Tell me, Dr. Iwami. No, Isa. I need to bring him back with me. That's why I've done all this. Tell me, where's Nageki? Nanaki points his gun at the immobilized doctor. He looks quite prepared to shoot the partridge dead at any moment.
Is that it? Oh, I'd quite forgotten. Mr. Fujishima Shiro's brother. He was a quail.
I knew it.
No way. No
There it
way!
As soon as Nageki
Oh,
said he had
yes
a brother.
way.
Oh my
Didn't you see it
gosh.
coming? There's how he used to look.
Wait, is that...
That's
is that
him.
Mr. Oh. Nageki, are you by yourself here again? You should play in the park with everybody else.
Sorry. I'm fine. I would just get tired. Isn't talking to me a waste of time, Hattori?
You've been busy recently, have you not?
Oh, it goes to
Oh,
me.
that's it. Oh, oops, sorry. Again.
I know we're short on money.
It's not something you need to worry about. We adults are working hard to make sure you don't have to worry.
You're a child too, Hattori. You're only 5 years older than me after all.
You don't think I should be working?
No, that's not what I meant. I just can't do anything. I at least want to stay out of your way.
It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of this family and we need you.
That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work. Or go to school. That's just how it is.
You're thinking too hard, Nageki. Let's go pick up some Malay in the yard. It's almost dinner time.
The strings are connected. They both like country Malay.
A full stomach scares the bad things away. Right? September 2nd, 2180. Hatoful house. Where the rest of the war orphans and I live together. I was always a little better at studying than the others, so I teach at the local school to help make ends meet. Going to work and coming home. Every Friday we gather together and have supper. There are children who go to school. There are those who work like me. And children like Nagaki who stay at home. Our family is a patchwork of ages and lives, but we always eat together on this day. What should we have? We might have enough left over, or we could pool our money together and buy something. I had more work than usual last month, so I got paid a little more than usual. I'll get something nice. I'll let Alman see what everybody wants first. But this day was different. Our home was surrounded by security vehicles. It's an attack by the Human Liberation Front. We can't let anybody in. We sent in 2 human negotiators, but they were shot. We're going to storm the place. Get back, it's dangerous. Hey you, are you listening? I remember angry shouts coming from every direction, but I couldn't tell what they were saying. The only things I could focus on were the gunshots from inside. Today was supposed to be our day. No one's ever been missing on a Friday before. No one can disappear today. We have to be together today. No matter what. When I went in, the gunshots had stopped. All that was left were corpses and ruin. And... Ah! Everyone is covered in blood, immobile. The humans, the security forces, and my family. What did we do? We had nothing. Our parents in our homes had already been stolen by the humans. All we had were left were each other. Why do they have to keep stealing from us? Why? Why? Tori. Ugh. You were outside. Good.
Oh, yeah,
Nageki,
that was supposed to be me.
You're alive.
I think that's supposed to be me.
Yeah.
Everyone else,
Um,
I see.
Nageki was hiding in the innermost room. He must have heard everything from inside his hiding place. Human corpses are scattered throughout the room. Nageki, were you afraid? I'm sorry.
What was your fault, Hattori?
I wasn't here when you needed me.
Don't apologize, Hattori. I don't know how I could live if you were gone too.
When I found him, and I didn't notice, but none of the human corpses in that room had ever been shot. This'll be our room from now on. The house is too big for just the two of us. It's a little lonely.
Yes. Hattori, what should I do? Isn't there anything I can do to help?
You just have to be happy and well. Don't push yourself. We'll find something for you to do, okay? I noticed almost as soon as we'd moved out of Hatoful house. He was never very healthy to begin with, but he was getting worse and worse. What would start out as a slight cold would turn into a high fever and go on for days. It was painful to watch. Was it really just his weak body? I couldn't do anything. Should we get a doctor, Nageki?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Nageki, wait. You still have a fever. Don't worry about the dishes. I'll take care of them.
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't. If you just say how you feel outright, I'll feel better too, Nageki, okay?
But
How about this? From now on, I'm fine isn't allowed.
you...
Whenever you say you're fine, you never are.
Okay.
Go to bed for now, okay? Tomorrow I'm taking you to a doctor. This is highly unusual. Nageki has a genetic condition which impairs his immune system. Impairs his immune system?
Oh, doctor voice. All living creatures inherit defense systems against viruses and the like from their parents, and we call them the immune system. But Nageki's is abnormally weak.
And that's why you get sick easily.
Indeed. He could become infected with diseases that bodies such as yours or mine would fight off easily. It's probably best if he avoids going outside, as that would bring him into contact with more dangerous viruses. He could become seriously ill with little or no warning.
Please, can you cure him? I will find whatever money it takes. He's the only family I have left.
I understand how you feel, but as I said, his condition is hereditary. I've never seen anything like it. Sorry, but I can't help him.
We went to many hospitals and I talked to many doctors. They all said the same thing. I can't help him. Someone please save Nageki. Anyone. I'll do anything. We had been all alone, but we found a home together. And it was taken from us. And now this? Someone please help us. Soon after the start of 2183, a letter arrived. It was from a researcher at the St. Pigeonations Medical Institute, a Mr. Isa Soma.
Received a report about a boy named Fujishiko Nageki from a doctor of a certain hospital. I believe I know his condition is. It is extremely rare, so my fellow researchers and I would be grateful for a chance to assist in curing it. We hereby invite him to come study at St. Pigeonations. We believe that solving the riddle of his sickness will bring great advance to all of bird science. The medical center will pay for his tuition. St. Pigeonation is a school of great prestige. Our curricula and facilities are among best in the world. The medical center is located on the school grounds. We propose that he live in the center out of concern for his delicate health. He will have access to professional medical expertise any time he should need it. Please consult with the rest of your family, and if you are interested, contact me at the following address. I will be waiting. Isa Suma.
This is amazing, Nageki! I'm glad we went to so many hospitals. I never expected an invitation like this.
I don't want to go. I want to stay with you, Hattori.
But you'll be able to go to school. I can only teach you what I know, and there's a lot that I don't know. And you'll be able to make friends. The doctors there will be able to help you with the illness, so you won't have to be sick.
Do you not want me here?
Of course I do. But I'm worried. If you were to get really sick, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I think it would be better for you to stay with the doctors. I'll be lonely by myself, but I can wait until you're better. Become strong, Nageki. Then come back here. I'll wait for you, however long it takes.
Okay.
And so Nageki enrolled in St. Pigeonations. There had been a lot of us at Hatoful House, and after that I was with Nageki. I was lonely living by myself for the first time, but I was more worried about Nageki. I hope he makes good friends, but he's never been very sociable. At least he'll have an easier life than here. And most importantly, they'll be looking for a cure. The summer of that year, he sent a lot of letters home.
I'm going to be undergoing intensive treatment over the summer. I wanted to come home, but they said this would be better for me. How are you? I'll write again soon.
Is this
That's-
Nageki again, or-
It's
Oh.
probably Nikeki's letters.
Oh. I asked Issa about a meeting, but he said no. I'm not the only one here with an unusual illness, and they have to be very careful about who comes in. Summer's half over now. Is it hot out? Basement of the center is always the same light and the same temperature. I miss you, Hattori. I'm fine. I'm fine, Hattori. Don't worry about me.
I was worried. Nageki hadn't told me he was fine since he promised not to 3 years ago. What are they doing to him? Are they doing something bad to him? I tried calling Dr. Issa, but he always replied with, "Progress is good and everything is fine." If everything is fine, why won't they let me talk to him? I snuck into the medical center. I need to know if he's really alright. He said that he was undergoing intensive care in the basement. That must be where he is. How do I get there? I need the entrance to the basement. That was when I heard the alarm. I could hear urgent footsteps and the sound of wings. This building had all the most advanced equipment. They must have noticed me. But I was greeted at the corner not by guards, but panicked researchers. All shouting the same thing, all headed for the exit. Fire! Fire! What? A fire? Subject 00 is set afire. Call the fire department. Black smoke rolls towards me from the inner corridors. Nageki. Where is Nageki? Nageki! Say something, please! Where are you? It's happening again. Nageki needs me and I'm not there. I always leave him alone when he's in pain. The smoke is clogging my lungs with its foul stench. But I run onwards anyway. Nageki is there in a room filled with fire. Nageki, it's me! Hattori, I'm here to save you!
Tori?
What happened? What did they do to you? Come on, we have to get you out of here!
I'm sorry.
His face is clouded. He shuts the door and I hear the lock click shut. Open the door, Nageki!
Tori. I can't go outside anymore. I can't live anymore.
What did they do to you? I'm a fool! All this time I thought you were getting better. Thought you'd come home cured. I should be the one apologizing. Nageki, please! Come home with me to our home!
Listen, Tori. I recorded everything that happened here and hid it in the library. It's wrong. This is the only way to stop them.
What are you talking about? We can talk later. I can't let you die.
Can you do me a favor, Tori?
Anything! Please!
Please. Make sure there's nothing left of my body. And
Uzune Hattori. I had heard that he had died after the fire, but it would seem that our investigation was lacking. It is hardly easy to change your name and face.
Nageki. He's calling. He's calling me, you know? Issa, I came to greet Nageki. Where is he?
I see you are losing hold of your sanity.
I'm serious. I've been waiting from this for the beginning. You told me what you were doing to him here. But then you closed the facility. I've been waiting for this, Issa. Waiting for you to open this place again. Ever since I joined the faculty. He's still here, isn't he? Nageki.
There were, there were indeed some pieces of him left after the fire. They would have degraded in mere hours had I left them. If it pleases you to call those bits of meat Fujishiro Negeki, I will not attempt to stop you. But those pieces have already been transferred to Mr. Kawara's body.
You won't die just yet, Isa. Don't worry. Don't worry. So tell me, where is Nageki? I have to take him home now.
If by Negeki you mean what is left of him after the fire, then it is in Mr. Kawara's liver. The cells from his body that contained the Caron virus are now inside Mr. Kawara, parasitizing him.
Oh, is that it? I see. Thank you, Isa. Hang on just a little longer, Isa. I need to ask Nageki what he thinks we should do with you. Mr. Naneki comes over to me, the same soft smile on his face as when he teaches class. Can you hear me, Nageki? I'm sorry I made you wait so long. I'm here now. Sir, it's me, Kawara Ryota, from your class. Please, snap out of it!
I don't know what happened to the past, Nanaki, but this is not the time for such foolery. We have only a few more minutes before the humans enter the school grounds. It won't take them long to find this place.
Could you move over for a second, Shirogane? I need to talk to Kawara. He points the gun at Sakuya. This is Sakuya. He's serious. It's too noisy in here. Come on, Kawara. Let's go into that room. Just the two of us.
Huh.
What are you thinking? Are you planning to lock yourself in? Open the door! Open it, I say!
Isa said he's in your liver, didn't he? Where is the liver, I wonder? Do you know, Kawara? Sir, Nageki would never have wanted this. He stares thoughtfully at my stomach, a knife in his hand.
Christ.
My body feels weak.
What happened to the gun?
He put it down on the table.
I think I must have
Or
put too
in
much
his
into
bag,
the
I
fight
don't
earlier. I won't be able to resist. Nageki. 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 Can you hear me? I've come to save you again. Where are you? Tell me. What part of Kawara do I need to cut open to find you? Nageki. 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 Sir, listen to me. He moves the knife from one place to another as if making an estimation. He's going to... Oh, I see. It's hide and seek. Oh, look, it's all as I can then. Just a little longer. We'll be able to go home in just a little bit, Nagaki. Together.
Stop it, Tori.
The knife is stuck deep into the wall under my wing. I can hear Nageki's voice, but I can't see him. The voice is coming from inside me.
Mr. Kawara. Let me use your body for a bit.
Okay. Go ahead.
Can you hear me, Hattori?
Of course. I've talked with you every night. You told me, Nageki. Told me to come get you. Told me to exact revenge on Isa.
No, Hattori, that was not me. I never told you to do that. Have you forgotten what I asked you to do, Hattori? The second thing.
I remember. Of course I remember. So let's go home.
Listen, Hattori. I am no longer here. I can no longer go home with you.
Who said that? Oh, I see. It was Isa, wasn't it? Only he would say something mean like that.
No, it wasn't him.
Don't worry, Nageki. I'll take care of him in a minute. Don't worry.
Hattori. I never asked you to come for me. I never asked you for the exact revenge. Who was it?
Nageki. It was Nageki.
Is that me or is it?
I think that's you, Abby.
Yeah, I think so.
I died because of you. You abandoned me here.
Yes.
I never wanted to come here. It was you who killed me. You killed me. You killed me. You killed me.
Phantom Nageki.
Ah, no, I'm two voices. I will not forgive Hattori.
I'm sorry, Nageki. But I know that no apology will ever fix it. Sir, what?
There is a shadow in Hattori's heart. His own shadow pretending to be mine. So wait, is it two of me or two of...
Well, he thinks it's Satori.
Okay,
So,
we're gonna go with two of me and I'm gonna...
yeah, it's two of you.
Okay. Come for me, Hattori! I'm here!
I know. I don't want to be alone. I don't want you to be alone.
You will never forget me. You will live with me. You will live with your sin forever.
That's what you want, isn't it? If you want me to carry this pain, I will, Nageki. I won't ask for forgiveness. I won't. He's crying. Tortured by his own shadow. I'm sorry, Nageki. I'm sorry.
Hattori, I don't want you to be in pain.
He's trying to destroy his feelings of guilt. He wants to be saved. If you're here, his pain will go away. Help me save him.
Yes. What is going on?
Stuff.
Hattori! I was tortured by them here in this place. It was terrible! Isa and the others should die in pain. All of them should die! As long as they live, my pain will never disappear.
Mr. Naneki.
Friends will solve nothing!
It's
What?
you two are
I
up.
don't know. I
So,
don't know.
Sir, you and Nageki.
This seems like a last save kind of deal. This
Last
seems
save,
to be the
last
case.
save.
Both lost those most important to you to strife. You should know best of all people that revenge helps no one. It brings no happiness, only pain. If I hadn't been there, Nageki would never have died. I was never there when he needed me. I'm sorry, Nageki. If I had been better, this would never have happened. Everything would have been fine if you'd never met me. If I hadn't been there, you would have never felt pain. Sir, why?
I have no idea.
Do you think he was sad? The time Nageki spent with you was his greatest treasure. I know how wonderful it is to be able to be together with loved ones, too. Nageki is glad he got to be with you, sir. There is nothing to regret.
Come with me, Hattori. Look at me, Hattori. Hear only my voice, Hattori. I will tear your heart to pieces. And when it heals, I will tear it again. And again. And again. That is your punishment. It will be wonderful to live with me again. Wonderful.
He told.
It's other me. Hattori.
Why does
Oh,
it?
there's only
Why
one
does it give an
option.
option? Huh, that's strange,
It's for dramatics, okay?
I guess.
Let it be
Please.
say it.
Please, Hattori. Listen to me. The voice you hear in that of your own shadow. You have been hurting yourself all this time. Stop blaming yourself. I don't want you to see you in pain.
You asked me for two things, Nageki. The first was, come save me. So I...
Listen to me, Hattori. Of course, the one option again.
Yeah.
My first was for you to make my body disappear from this world. As long as I live, as long as my body remains, someone will try to use the Charon virus. The virus must disappear, and my body with it. It will bring only sadness as long as it remains.
You asked one other thing. You asked me to take revenge on Dr. Issa. On all those people who brought you pain. Yes. I need to grant this wish. I need to...
Hattori! Oh, good. One option again. No, Hattori. That was not my wish.
I'll explain why it's probably like that once we get through the full ending.
Remember, Hattori. Remember my final wish. Not about whether you're doing anything or not. Part of the family and we need you. Oh, that probably wasn't me. That doesn't help.
Yeah, that was the old discussion they had.
With my body like this, I can't work. Or go to school. That's just how it is.
You're thinking too hard, Nageki. Let's go pick some Malay in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away. Right?
Birds! No idea who that is.
What a
You don't
beautiful
know who those two birds are?
No, I don't know who's talking right now.
Oh.
What a beautiful sunset. I guess it's autumn already. Are you cold, Nageki?
I'm fine. Hattori.
Hmm?
It would be easier for you without me, right?
Why do you think that?
I heard you and the others talking about it. Medicine costs a lot more than food. You're paying for it out of your salary, right? If you had that money for yourself, you could buy better food. You wouldn't have to work so much. So you would be better off without me.
Don't say that, Nageki. I don't care about fancy food or free time. You're more important than any of that. You mean more to us than you think, Nageki. You were very young when you came here, so maybe you don't remember, but losing family is hard. I want to stay like this, watching over the people I love forever. So listen. Maybe it looks like I'm working just for you, but it's for me, too. Seeing you happy makes me happy.
Thank you, Hattori. I just wish I wasn't such a burden to you.
Stop that already! You've never been a burden to me. Here, have some Malay. Eat well and we can sleep well, too. Let's hope for good dreams, okay?
So sad.
Yeah. And we're not done yet.
We can stay with everyone like this forever.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's me. My second wish was live, Hattori. Live and be happy.
Got lost in translation there for Hattori.
Nageki, I can't be happy. You're gone. I can't be with you anymore.
Look at me, Hattori. Even though I'm fading, I want you to live. You don't have to feel guilty for me. I couldn't tell why I was still here. At first, I thought my remains, the parts of me that are inside Mr. Kawara, now were keeping me here. But I don't think so now. I think I was worried. Worried that you wouldn't be able to keep going alone.
I can't, Nageki. I can't go on without you. I don't want to live without you.
You've stayed here too long, Hattori. We have to move on. Don't worry, we'll meet again. Somewhere. Sometime. Mr. Kawara, thank you. If only you'd spent more time in the library.
Kawara, are you unhurt?
Yeah, I'm fine.
How unexpected. If it were me, your insides would have divulged themselves in the secrets long ago.
Nanaki, I will not forgive this madness.
Don't worry about it, Sakuya. It's already over. We need to get out. We're already out of time.
Indeed.
Nageki was kept frozen here, right, Doctor?
Indeed, he was. The facility was sealed off, so it was hardly difficult to keep people from snooping around.
I'm staying here with Heckles.
What are you saying, Kawara? Come with us at once.
I see. Kawara.
I thought you would say that. The Charon virus has now colonized your body quite completely. Were you to leave, any humans you encountered would suffer a painful death.
What? Was this your plan all along, you conniving physician? Surely there was a way to remove the virus.
Alas, that would be impossible with current medical technology. Once established in the body, it is quite tenacious. Even if we were to remove the tissues from Mr. Fujishiro, Mr. Kawara would still carry the virus.
Madness. Lunacy.
The same goes for Miss Peckle's damaged brain. It is currently preserved inside a glass jar, but just barely. Indeed, given Labor 9's behavior and the subsequent damage she was dealt, there's no guarantee that her personality and memories are still retrievable.
With current medical technology, anyway. Shirogane, let's go outside.
You mean to leave Koara here? How deep does your selfish nature run?
We'll come back for him. It's impossible now, but one day we may be able to remove the virus from his body. I think that Nageki would say the same.
Well, Mr. Shirogane, I think perhaps you would do well to respect Mr. Kawaba's thoughts on the matter.
I feel as if this one day has brought an entire lifetime's worth of fatigue. I just want to rest for a little while. I'm worried about Mother. Sakuya, could you tell her I'll be back one day?
Listen, Koara. Labelle, no. I never go back on my word. No matter how long it takes, I will come back for you. I swear. So, promise me, please. Promise me that you'll leave this place with me alive.
Right. I promise. I'll be waiting for you. A lot sure happened today, Heckles.
Does this mean we're finally getting into recap mode, Ryota? I'm half sick from being stuck out here, not even knowing what's going on.
Yeah. I guess you only got to see bits and pieces of the story.
Yep, so will you fill me in, please?
I guess we have plenty of time for it.
I'm going to miss eating udon. But having you here makes things at least a little better, right?
Where do I start? Everything that's happened, what's happening now, and everything that might happen one day. We have plenty of time to talk about it all. Holy shit.
Wow.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
wait. But
What
we're
a
not,
dating sim!
we're not done.
Welcome to Hatoful Boyfriend.
We're not
Not
done.
Oh, it's not done yet.
That was
No.
BBL ending. Now we need epilogue.
Yeah.
No!
There's an epilogue. Oh
There
my
is an
God.
epilogue. Oh my.
Man, it's a good thing there's peer pressure here. I only cried a little bit.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
So yeah,
What?
haha, funny pigeon boyfriend dating game, huh?
Yeah,
I ball my eyes out when I'm alone.
yeah, it sure is. Oh my god. Wow.
I love how
So-
like everybody like yeah, I think we talked about this before, like how the entire fandom keeps the BBL ending a secret,
Which is good.
which is
So,
good.
I don't know if they ever explain it explicitly, but the reason Nageki's in the library is because vertically it's right above that room. You can go up and down, but not out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why he's stuck there.
That
I
is,
feel like
that
they
is weird.
mentioned it somewhere, or it might
I
have been
know
in
they
like
mentioned it somewhere, because why
Is
would
it
I
the
know that?
maybe it was like
Maybe
in
it's
one of
in
the
the
archives.
epilogue.
I think it's a diary entry.
Yeah, I
in the
think it is.
archive.
Have we
After the
gotten all
epilogue,
those?
I'll explain some things. Also,
We will once the epilogue is done, I presume.
Yeah.
Okay. Feather!
feather
How long is
madness.
Well,
What
if
is
it's
Yuya doing here?
Stop an asshole.
why, if it isn't my darling little brother, salutations.
You scum! You villain! Explain yourself! Why are you still alive?
Why? Well, for starters, I could never bring myself to leave all the ladies sad and
Oh
alone.
god.
Oh man,
How much must you mock me before before you will be satisfied?
Chad.
Hello again. Leon?
Truth be told, Leon here gave me an antidote.
Makes him also an asshole.
An antidote for death. Yes, of course.
Toxin.
Is that the one problem you have with the medicalness of this game?
No, I have many problems.
Okay,
Yeah.
just putting that out there.
I was loitering around
Small
on the border between
problem.
life and death, and he pulled me back up in a miraculous revival.
But he said he was going to recover your body. I do not recall saying I was going to recover his corpse. Lunacy! Madness! Inconceivable!
I don't think that means what you think it means.
Hey.
Like, hold on. Give it back! Give me back the time and mental energy I spent mourning you!
You mourned me. I'm flattered.
Can't stay long, Sakazaki, you? It's time to set out on our next bright and massive mission. This is your chance to regain the department's trust.
Roger that. Let's go, sexy and suave.
What?
Cool! Oko-san felt smooth! There is deliciousness nearby!
Black Bean Donna.
Cool. Angel, do you have food?
Ah, what did I... Gah! The demon spores encroach again.
Cool, stick 'em up! Oko-san demands your beans. Or your life.
So you appear, bone-white bird of bean-eating. By the oath of old, join me!
They're still going at it?
Oh my god.
They're meant for each other.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Hello, Shirogane. How are you?
Why are you of all people pushing Imamine's wheelchair? I would never have expected to see you two together.
Taking responsibility for injuries dealt to another party by tending to them seems to be a natural enough reaction to me.
I need to apologize somehow, don't I?
If you change your mind and decide it's time to exact revenge again, I never met either of you, understand?
Come on, Shirogane. That would never happen. Probably.
Wonderful. I can feel the suspense in the air.
I am so conflicted with emotions right now.
Somehow I feel like attempting to apply ethical guidelines to either of you is completely futile. Anyway, I needed to talk to you. I have the results from the experiment the other day.
There were no problem.
None at all. It was a perfect success.
Well, I guess that means it's time, doesn't it?
I have the date. If you will come, please do.
Mr. Koara. Mr. Koara. Miss Peckles. Can you hear me? Morning is almost here. Wake up, Koara. Oh,
I
sorry.
was talking. Oh, it's me. Wake up, Koara. Peckles, I told you I wouldn't go back on my word.
Need to identify the dialogue in this game. Oh, they're all wearing ties.
The birds.
Shu has a freaking.
It's best to have
Cooper.
that epilogue go right after that ending,
Freaking
which is
on-
why we
on hell
insist
has
on
a- has a
getting
little
every ending
cross.
first.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, could you imagine getting regular ending and then not getting the epilogue?
Yeah, it'd be miserable.
Oh,
Be
that'd
really
be sad.
That'd be so sad.
You want to
Get
read the
a little-
archive before I explain the dialogue choices in that ending?
We have now officially 100%ed all achievements in Hatoful Boyfriend.
Hell yeah.
Did you get your little dings?
Congratulations, T.
Oh my gosh.
6, 12, and 13? Or 6, 13, and 14?
Let's find
Or you
out.
just go through them all, I don't know.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
through them all. Let's read them. Hallucinogenity report. We have established one of student number 60781's special characteristics. He acts as a neurotransmitter, producing a trance-like state in bystanders. The effect is similar to that of a narcotic. We will continue our observation.
See, now we can
Oh,
read this and know what who they're all talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
I feel uncomfortable. Where did I come from? Where was I born? The fact I am trapped here is the least of the mysteries plaguing my mind. I'm nervous.
Is that Nageki?
I think
Yep.
so.
Yeah, the diary is Nageki.
I woke up in a different place this morning. I don't remember well, but it had pale fluorescent lights and a white ceiling. It can't have been in the library. Where was I?
Definitely Nageki.
Yeah.
Goodwill Ambassador selection. Selection criteria for the human ambassador have been forwarded to management, along with a draft of the emergency response manual. Given the risk of influenza, a human with as strong a natural immunity as possible is desirable. Oh.
Vitality girl!
The presence of hereditary immunoglobulins is the most important criterion. Others are detailed in the attached documents. I think and I think, but I find no answers. I feel as if I have forgotten something very important. As if I promised something to someone very important. The Spanish influenza. An acutely infectious strain that was pandemic in 1918. Approximately 600 million people were infected, and of those approximately 100 million died. It claimed the largest number of lives in the shortest period of time of any disaster during the human era. From information found in remaining records, the pathogen itself is thought to have been a derivative of avian influenza. Carrier aptitude. We have examined the genetic records of the entire student body. None of them exceed 98% compatibility. We are continuing to investigate carrier aptitude levels. We will report on the possibility of including carrier capability in a normal individual next week. Underground facility fire. We have temporarily opened the dividing wall in the underground facility at the request of the Biological Science Division. We should be able to reconstruct the circumstances of the fire. Subject 00 remains in cold storage. Reference bird deceased. The death of Subject 00's relative has been confirmed. His remains are stored in Area D3, Section 1. They are boxed and processed.
What body did they have?
I think that was Nageki's, right?
But I'm sure when they talked about boxed and processed, they actually mean the parts of Nageki. They just weren't clear.
Oh.
Homo sapiens resistant capabilities. Adaptability measure for Homo sapiens to be raised an estimated 0.06%. There are fluctuations in mammalian evolution rates. We may need 2 or 3 more samples. The intelligence agent. We have chosen to let the Dove Party agent who has infiltrated the school operate freely for the time being. A number of incoming students have proven to be quite fascinating. If possible, please examine the details attached in the attached documents. I do not think they will oppose me. I've been feeling better since that nosy girl showed up. I do not think I will find any answers like this, so perhaps it is time to close the curtains. I am fulfilled, just as I was back then. Back then. Back when? The Hatoful House Incident. The Hatoful House Orphanage in Area L9, Section 6 was attacked by the Human Liberation Front terrorist organization. The terrorists barricaded themselves inside, taking the residents hostage. 11 residents were killed during the incident, and 8 officers died storming the building. 2 residents are known to have survived, but their current whereabouts are unknown. Oops. I am trapped here, as always, but I noticed something new. It seems that I can move freely along the vertical
there it
axis.
That's it.
Yeah.
After napping today, I awoke in front of the lockers in the chemistry room. If I remember correctly, the chemistry room was directly below this room. Am I able to move myself up and down through my own will? Aves High City bombing. In 2173, the Aves High City building in Area A23, Section 1 was bombarded by human extremists. Immediately afterwards, the Hawk Party spawned the Earthcrawlers extremist organization. Well, all
That was that
went-
very real bird. That last one was that very real bird cafe that like
Real-
sponsored the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the reason you might have noticed some of the dialogue was like that, like there was one choice,
Yeah.
and when you picked a location, you ended up after going to that location, you went to the other location anyway.
Mhm.
The reason it was like that is because there you used to be able to fail that ending.
Really?
Oh.
The
But it
BBL
wasn't
ending,
even. I think it
when
was.
it was like
wasn't
when it
even
first came
released
out
in
for like a year, you were able to fail it.
Oh gosh,
Oh.
what would happen if you failed?
What do you think would happen if you failed?
It's Ryota's daddy.
Is it die a horrible death? It's probably die a horrible death.
Everyone in the school gets slaughtered? Fucking probably.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Whoa.
actually, I don't know because I think by the time it got officially localized in English, they had already kind of made like this deluxe edition, which is
Yeah.
what we have. So we never got to play the version unless you played it when it first came out, before it got like published to Steam and everything.
Ah.
I did want to say one little thing. Did anyone here play Holiday Star?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. I definitely recommend it. It's kind of a if the BBL ending didn't happen.
Okay.
So everyone's alive again. You're not a brain in a jar and a scarecrow robot.
That's nice.
And it does kind of go back. It does kind of go into more in depth on like some of the birds' pasts, which is definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I
Are
don't
you
want to.
saying
I
that
don't
we have
want
a
to say
sequel
who
to
it goes
follow up with?
into. What'd you say?
Are you saying we have a sequel to follow up on?
Eventually, you may need
Wondered.
it's not as like it's definitely not a dating
It's
sim.
like Lion King 1.5.
I don't know. I've never seen Lion King 1.5. Like it is a.
I
Oh,
assume
it's so
it takes
good.
place in the middle.
Oh no, it doesn't.
The
Well,
Rosencrantz and
Is it a
Guildenstern
sequel
are
or a
dead
crack
Earth.
sequel?
it's
It's kind of just like an alternate timeline almost.
yeah, like
Yeah,
it can't take place
okay.
after BBL because
Yeah.
that's a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does take place after like you kind of assume like you've kind of gone through and like met all the birds and know everybody and everybody's here. That one bird that we didn't get to meet that they added the new route for in the Switch version shows up. It's not a dating sim. It's kind of like a series of like stories. Like there's some short ones that are like some of them like there's kind of like a main overarching theme, but then there's kind of like little stories that make no sense. They're just kind of like side content. Like two of the if you liked Oko-san, there's two characters who are like birds of a feather, pun intended, of Oko-san that I love. And my background, my picture on Steam is those two birds in a tank on Christmas.
Oh,
That's the story.
Oh my goodness.
It's perfect.
So how long is Holiday Star in comparison?
Let me check my Steam.
I haven't
Steam
played it
notes.
yet, so Chris is the expert.
I will check my Steam records. Please
I need to
hold.
play it.
It's good. Like it's different because it's definitely not a dating sim.
Yeah.
So you don't want
little radio episodes that Ryota hosts.
Yeah, so it has the radio episodes in there, like translated.
Ryota hosts a radio?
Yeah, kind of.
Like I can show I
Like
can
a
like
free radio.
like this is actually my Steam profile is a snippet of like the radio. I'm going to post it in I don't know where this goes. Please hold. And I'm going to go check. Actually no, I can post it in games. This was a game. There's no spoilers in this. It's just meta-ness.
Oh, let's see. Translated into English first, or Japanese, I guess, since this is the English release. Don't actually need you here at all, but if we started cutting the whole characters out of scenes just because language barrier jokes don't really work, then things would get pretty confusing pretty quickly, right?
Okay, so Holiday Star I have like 6 hours in.
Oh, okay.
So it's definitely shorter.
Okay.
It's good. It's weird but good.
Is it a straight route or a path game?
There are choices to be made, but it's not like a dating sim.
It doesn't have like paths to take.
No, because it's kind of
just
like
has
there's
choices.
kind of like stories. So
Yeah.
you kind of know with each story what you're doing. Like you can make choices in the story, but it's not like we're doing the Ryota route now. We're doing like we're going into this story or this little vignette about the crazy Christmas tank birds, which I love.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Man, I like this game a lot. It's the ending so sad.
It's very sad, but
It's better with people. I
it has
think,
completely subverted expectations wholeheartedly.
Yes.
It's so the prologue is so nice too. They're all together again.
Yeah. Like I like this game because it's like everyone just comes in
I
thinking,
am-
"Oh man, bird dating pigeons, ha ha, funny funny,"
And then it wasn't.
and
I
then
mean,
yeah, and then you get through the game, and then you start being like, "Wow, this is crazy. Oh man, that doctor, ha ha, that doctor route," and like you can see what the reviewers had only done a couple routes are, and then when you get to the BBL ending, you're like, "Holy shit, what?
Yeah.
What?"
Yeah, you can easily tell who has actually played the game and who has only played like a route or two.
Yeah.
mhm.
It's always a riot to do that, and then people are like, "Oh man, this game is so sad. I just did the Ryota and Nageki endings," and I'm like, "Oh honey,
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet.
just oh my goodness." And
I
then
really like the reviews there. Like got like 12 hours on record, which is definitely like 12 hours on record is definitely enough. But the like 12 to like 16 hours on record would recommend. Man, I wish birds were real. I love the
Yeah.
meme reviews that have definitely seen the whole
Yeah.
game.
Oh, I love it.
Uh,
Man, I wish birds were
I
real.
love this game.
I love this game so much. And then yeah, at some point when you go back and want to do Holiday Star, it is Christmas themed, so maybe do it around the holidays.
Yeah, why
Hey,
not?
there you go.
Yeah, now we gotta deal with Phoenix.
Yeah. Now next week we immediately jump back into bonus case for Phoenix Wright.
Oh God.
I
We'll be
wonder if
doing that
they
for the
ever
next 4
say.
months.
I wonder if they ever say it's almost Christmas in Holiday Star.
Well, it actually is Christmas. Hold on, I have to show my
It's almost
profile.
Christmas means it wasn't Christmas.
Thank
I
you.
don't know. So this is my, where is it? Come on, computer, where is it? Okay, so this
Such a
is
good-
my or was or is my Steam profile, because I mean, there you go.
Oh my goodness. Those are pigeons with Santa hats in a tank.
Like
Oh,
it's
goodness.
there's nothing wrong with this picture. It's
Oh, no.
perfect in every way.
No, it
Yeah.
is in fact perfect.
And I mean, you thought Oko-san was a riot. These two chuckleheads.
They have a tank, so
They have a tank. They let
Yeah,
well,
man.
I wouldn't say they let them have a tank. They have a tank.
They got a tank
They
somewhere.
somehow have a tank. It's interesting, and there is also the sadness. Because they I'm not gonna say anything else, but there is the heartbreak and the oh my feelings. I'm not crying. You're crying. Also
Yeah.
shows up. So.
I gotta hop off in a sec. I did want to ask one question before I go and not talk to you people for a while.
Sad.
Sad.
No.
Because I mostly came here for birds. I might